Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing Wolverine and the X-Men. This is Season 1, Episode 19, Guardian Angel. Really like that title. Now, I'm just guessing here. I could be wrong. I'm going to guess this is about Angel, but I could be wrong. Because it may seem too obvious it's about Angel because Guardian Angel. But maybe it is because we haven't seen a lot of him in the show. He's popped up from time to time, but he really hasn't been a big presence in the show. Now, in the last episode, which was episode 18, Backlash, that was a big episode in terms of the X-Men really coming together and Angel being a part of that, and even the Brotherhood teaming up with them for a little bit because Magneto, of course, betrayed Quicksilver and told the MRD where Quicksilver and the Brotherhood were, or at least their location and all that, because he doesn't want anything to do with his his son anymore. Wow, it's been a crazy morning. But yeah, so I'm going to go on a limb and say it's about Angel. You know, I feel like they should have been using him more, but I feel like maybe what they were doing was the notion of that not every single X-Men, I mean, like Nightcrawler, not every single X-Men has been around since the beginning of the show. They've either came in an episode or two in or a little bit later, and the story's always shifting around in terms of who's getting focused, so I get it. But I kind of wish they had Angel more, because I feel like he's an underused character now more recently. Like, back in the day, Angel was used a lot in the comics and in shows back in the day, because Angel was a prominent X-Men member, you know, back in the day. But it feels like now Angel just isn't really used as much as I think the character should. I mean, look what they did in X-Men 3, The Last Stand, X-Men The Last Stand, whatever. Like, they had him all over in the promotional art and stuff, Angel, and then he was barely in the fucking movie. So I feel like the character deserves more justice. So let's get into it now and see if I'm right or wrong, who knows. But I'm excited because I'm really enjoying the show, and we are winding down, unfortunately. We're getting pretty close to the end, but at least we have these episodes that we do have to enjoy from the show. So here we go, episode 19, Guardian Angel, let's go.
That's him, gentlemen.
Oh.
Inside. Sniper,
wait. I'm glad I was right. Pretty cool. Oh, so he can do it at any time.
Are you all right? My angel.
That was good. What?
This has to stop.
It isn't.
I'm really tired of this conversation. You've got the MRD hunting some phantom vigilante in the skies.
Enjoying the sun?
Late night.
Oh, yes. So I've been hearing. You know, we worry about you being so.
Wait. Are they
May I?
together?
Some troubling news out of Worthington Pharmaceuticals. We hear they're only months away from a cure. For what? Mutants.
I'm about to say, are they meant a cure?
The X gene. You leaked the news? Just take it easy.
He's pissed.
We are a long way from getting that cure on the market. We don't need this kind of public scrutiny yet.
No.
It's exactly
Now that your son knows.
It's all for the common good.
I like that. He's there, and then when the door shuts, it's a reflection on him. Like, it's not. No, it's not.
Don't you want to be normal, Warren? Not your definition of it. But all the
That's a good answer. Not your definition of it.
research. It was all for you. I was your shame. Your disgrace. Don't you dare put this on me.
The words.
Understand, son.
He's walking out with his wings. Oh my gosh. He doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yes, Colonel Moss, please.
Careful. My god, they're keeping up. Damn. I was kind of hoping maybe he would save it, but
This could have been avoided if you'd been honest with us.
he called... I can't believe he fucking called them on his son. That is fucked up.
Save my son, but not the wings.
Fuck.
Remove them. I suggest you find a good therapist for both of you.
I don't know if a therapist can help in this situation. Holy shit. Mr. Sinister's there. I was like, is he... Uh-oh.
I've heard your cries.
That's really cool. That reveal right there.
Are you just someone who can restore
Need only ask.
Will they grow back?
No.
Time, perhaps. But
Time we don't have.
it's like losing a limb. Magician got a name.
You know who it is.
Essex.
Essex.
Sinister.
Yes.
Angel, you know better than that.
Exactly. He does, but he's not in a good place right now.
DNA better than anyone. That's because he harvested by force.
Just watching the birds fly around because he can't do it himself. It's going to push him. I think he's going to go to Sinister. They're not wasting any time. They're just getting right to it.
Questions. My archangel.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
You can't even look at yourself in the mirror, all because of one thing. The X gene. The legacy cure can now reverse the damage. Yes, we can make you normal again, because we care.
Oh my god. That was terrible.
Carry angle.
Awesome. I mean, it's unfortunate for him. Father.
What happened to you? You took something from me, Father.
He's going to take something from you.
Got it back.
Yep. Not in the way you wanted, but yeah.
It is now.
I'm surprised you used the elevator during all this.
Come to say goodbye to your legacy. Please. Son, you don't know what you're doing.
Man, he does. I think he does. I don't know.
And next, your Sentinel factories are going down.
Here we go. We'll see what happens. Good save.
Angel, this ain't the way.
Ooh.
I wasn't born like this. But you didn't lose anything. I lost everything.
Yeah, you don't know. Yes.
Memories.
Yes.
I'll never get them back. I know.
Close. Ooh. Okay. Metal on metal. Let's go. Ooh.
We're on the same side.
Not in this
Which
instance.
side you're on?
Hey, that's true.
Mine.
Nor mine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming.
We can help you. Just stop what you're doing.
No. No, my father has to pay. You think this is my fault? Someone else did this to him.
Yeah, you're the one who caught the wings.
I just wanted what was best for my son.
We don't believe that any more than Warren did.
I'll get him back. I promise.
I don't know. I wonder where he went, though. I'm guessing where Sinister was, but...
Out. Maybe we're the problem. You think you can just stop it?
Yes, you're right.
Powerful people are behind us.
There you have it, guys, and I love it when I'm right. I really do. Now, I wasn't expecting the turn into Archangel, but regardless, I was right. This was a pretty heavy Angel episode. I like how it opened with him being a guardian angel in this, in terms of saving that mutant from the MRD, and then Mr. Sinister at the end saying, "My angel," or something along the lines of that. I'm like, the fuck? What are you doing here? I should have seen the whole Archangel thing coming. I should have seen it coming, but... this was a very angel-centric episode, which, you know, makes sense. And the only critique I have, particularly getting to this storyline that they covered in this episode, is the fact that we didn't see a lot of Angel. I mean, we saw a bit of him and his father going back and forth, being on different sides of this argument between mutants and humans and everything. And I kind of wish we've gotten a little bit more development throughout the show leading up to this eventual episode, this storyline. But at the end of the day, it's okay, because there was a lot of tension between both of them. And it even escalated further and further and further in this episode, where his father, the lab, you know, for his company, was working on a cure. They're far out from getting it completed, but they were working on a cure for the mutant gene to cure mutants, you know. And okay, so basically they would have forced people they captured by the MRT to take this cure if it was ever approved and it was, you know, it actually worked. You know, they would probably force it on people, or mutants, not people, because they don't consider mutants people. It's the whole thing. So, of course, that pushes Angel over the edge. He is so angry, and then, of course, and I'm surprised by this, but maybe he felt at the time he didn't have a choice, but he did. Because his son was so mad, he took off his jacket and was walking around the building of his father's building with his wings out. Just openly, he didn't give a shit anymore. He was so fed up and angry with his father. So he calls the MRD on his own son. That is brutal. And of course they capture him. I'm like, I was kind of hoping at the last second as he's falling that he would have saved it and flew away, but no. So the fall was a massive, like just, I'm surprised how, like, because I thought he would have killed him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the wings took so much damage because they took most of the fall, because he landed on his back from what I remember. He was falling for a long time. They cut off his wings because his father said, save my son, cut the wings. Because the wings were badly, damaged. And so he didn't want to save his son's wings. And that was, in a way, heartbreaking. Because he knows how important it is for his son to be a mutant, to be an X-Men, to be someone who saves people. And for him to say, cut my son's wings off, like, that's brutal. Like, that's just, man, he really didn't think that through. He really didn't think that through. And so we have this go down. We have him very upset Angel because, of course, he's no longer Angel. He's still Angel, but no, he's not. His father forcibly took that away from him. He was knocked out. He had no say-so in the matter. I felt like they should, because he's old enough to make his own decisions. Like, they shouldn't have allowed, but I guess since he was so badly injured, I guess they just allowed his father to make decisions for him, I guess. Then Mr. Sinister was in his room. And that was a cool reveal in terms of him being in the room, the camera panning, and then showing, I call it a camera, but it's, you get my point. It pans over, and he's in the darkness, and just the coloring and the darkness of the whole room, it just really worked for Mr. Sinister, because it was so evil, and he's like, Mr. Sinister. And he said, they say Sinister. They don't call him Mr. Sinister. They say Sinister. But he openly admits who he is. And he's like, I can give you back what was taken from you. And he's like, what? And then, of course, he leaves the hospital and goes to the X-Mansion to see if Hank could give him some hope that maybe the wings could grow back. He's like, maybe in time, but they're like a limb. So I don't think so. And I think it's interesting, too, that they went the direction of him openly saying that Mr. Sinister approached him about maybe replacing his wings. Of course, other things Mr. Sinister, he's not openly saying about this operation, but they could have easily went to where he didn't say anything to the rest of them, and then he just goes on his own and all that. But he told them. And I liked how he was out there on the bench watching the birds fly, because he can't do that anymore, so he's watching birds that can fly because he can't, and then that just triggers him just to straight. And there's no lead up or build up. He's already there getting the operation pretty much. He becomes Archangel. Great design, and it's clear that this was not going to end well. I was maybe hoping that maybe this could end on a good note. Unfortunately, no. Well, in terms of his father finally realizing his mistakes, but in terms of Archangel now going after his father and destroying the lab, destroying all of it, and fighting Wolverine. It was a good fight. They were, I would say, evenly matched in a sense. I mean, I don't think Wolverine ever thought he was ever going to have to fight Angel, let alone Archangel, but still. And I like the line from Wolverine saying that you use your wings to help people, not hurt them, because now he has like these metal wings that can shoot little things out. It's like, wow, he can hurt somebody. He can kill somebody with those if he's not careful. So it was a good fight. They teased it a little bit, but they really didn't go too far into it. But I wonder if Angel and Storm were a thing. Maybe they weren't. Just kind of maybe like, are they hinting at something here? I'm not sure, but regardless, that was good to have Wolverine's perspective and her perspective, Storm, showing up to kind of talk Archangel down, Angel, to kind of say, hey, what you're doing is not the best. And, because he was saying to Wolverine that you haven't lost anything, or, what, he's like, I lost everything. I lost my past. I lost all my memories and everything. And it's like, Wolverine has lost a lot. Not in the same as you, but he has lost a lot. Like, you can't, it's like comparing apples to oranges. It's not the same thing in terms of what Wolverine lost, what Angel has lost, all that. But I do like the fact that his father at the end, even though it took this much for him to realize what he's doing is wrong, but he realized, I shouldn't be helping the MRD. I shouldn't be helping you take down mutants, because he even said that some of them are innocent. You know, not all of them are evil. And, man, he just thought he was doing what was best for his son. He was really royally screwing up, and that's unfortunate. But really enjoyed the episode. Very intense. Some great drama and some pretty solid action. And now we've lost Angel. Like, that's why I kind of wish there was a little bit more development, because now he's Archangel. Like, he's gone to the dark side, and we didn't have a lot of him before. But it's okay. You know, this show is trying its best to handle everything. I mean, there was a ton of X-Men characters that you know, are in the mansion that were not featured at all in this episode because we had other things to focus on. You know, we couldn't. I mean, if we would have sat there and tried to spend, because they showed briefly, you know, what was her name? What's her name? Emma Frost? Is that her name? I'm bad with names. I think that's her name, right? They're using Cerebro, and they don't even show her at all, hardly. Like, she doesn't say a word or anything. And then, of course, Kitty's not there, Iceman's not there, Cyclops. Like, there are just certain characters they're like, we don't need them. We don't need them in the episode right now. So, but it was really good in terms of developing this very dramatic story between a father and son on completely different opposite sides on a very important issue in the world. And it all coming to a head because his father made bad decisions, and now his son is not himself anymore because of his father's choices. Pretty deep stuff. So, what did you guys think of this episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have about this episode of Wolverine and the X-Men, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.